recording this on the same day because I felt like playing it again. But when I opened up the game, just because this bitch popped out of fucking nowhere. So, she's a thing. And what I meant to say in the other video, this is the girl that was in the cutscene. That's what I was trying to say, but then I completely cut off my sentence. And you didn't hear me at all. But, anyway, we're back with episode 2 because I feel like I have to fucking move my damn camera to continue the damn game. Anyway, so I skipped. Okay. We can just go to the log so we can read this because I accidentally skipped this, so we're just gonna read it. I always like the shape of my eyes. I can be critical about other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. Nice to know. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Look at you being, we love self-confidence. Mother used to tell me I inherited her eyes, and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of father's features in myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are exact replicas of mother's. Oh, I can't talk. Mother doesn't see too well anymore, and that might be something I have to also worry about in the future. But for now, my eyes are perfect, and I couldn't be happier with them. She is very pretty. She's very pretty. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best features. Some people tell me I use too much makeup, that I tend to overdo it, and make myself look intimidating. So what? You look scary. Oh well. Well, I don't really care. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? That's very true. Today's morning ritual is the same as any other work day. I am a slave to the wage, and I'm not proud of it. Damn! Call me a corporate sellout, but I cannot survive without money. I don't think really anyone can, because it gets you food and whatever. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. The shower is running by 6:05, and I'm dry and dressed by 6:15. Holy... You can get a shower and get dressed in a matter of 15 minutes? No, 10 minutes. Oh my god, 10 minutes. I skip breakfast because I'm watching my figure and spend until 6:30 working on my makeup. You don't eat? Well, I mean, I don't eat breakfast, so I can't say anything. It's not because I'm working on my figure. That's a little toxic to your own body. Oh. I got so confused. I thought that was me, accidentally. I've been having issues with my webcam microphone, so. I'm out of my cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45 a.m. Sometimes I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today there's no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Hitting the convenience store for a can of coffee saps? Another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffee, okay? Regardless, I never start the day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it helps to stop my stomach growling. It's kind of bad to just drink coffee. Again, I can't say shit. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag as I continue on my way. The train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for the 7:12 a.m. train. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. Good for you. I'm never on time. This is the same goddamn train that Emmy got on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I board the train bound for... I am so sorry. Shinjuku. That did not feel right. A cursory? I don't know any of these words. Glance reveals there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng? What the fuck is a throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall? God. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have to stand and stare at my phone screen like almost everyone else. When I do read, I read the classics. Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe. Edgar Allan Poe? Horror, Western horror at that is my favorite genre. Alright, I see you. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly strong enough to read these novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online. Acquaintances, or a few friends I have, lead such boring lives. They boast about the most mundane topics all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. Attention whores. I find their dull, tedious life simply fascinating. Well, bitch, just because you got perfect little, eyes and, a good life don't mean shit, so shut up. From beyond the safety of a glass vial, I can fulfill my fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. Okay, then. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns me on? What? So you meant fetish as in sexual Oh. Okay. Oh, God. This morning is the same as any other. I stare down at my phone held in my frail hand. I thought my webcam glitched. Maybe it did, or else I'm going crazy. My fingers move on their own accord, scrolling and tapping against the blacklit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any poster picture that my pupils haven't yet consumed. You should be a poet. Standing in the train carriage, packed to the gills with people, I can't help but feel my face getting flushed and my steamy breath escaping my lip. What? I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comings and goings of every single person on my noise activity feed. I catch my breathing getting heavier, my gasps becoming short and sharp. Lord help me! Ray? I think that's pronounced as Ray. I could be wrong. I hope it's Ray. I'm gonna say Ray, and if it's not, please, for the love of God, correct me. Ray went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Is that how you No. Okay, you either say that as Mizuno, I'm just gonna say Mizuno. I hope, and if it's wrong, maybe there'll be some voice acting that'll help me. Mizuno shared some photos from her international vacation. Kawahara, I believe! Jesus Christ, help me. Objects to owning pets and thinks all animals should be free. Really? You don't even think we should have them as pets? Okay. My cheeks glow crimson. My chest begins... I think it said my chest begins rising and falling. I believe. I clutch the collar of my skirt, knuckles white and knees shaking. Why? Why is this an actual fetish of yours? Oh God, help me. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice them. I would too, if you're getting off to people living their lives. Yeah, I would move to a different train cart. My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. What do you mean? A new post from a coworker at my office. Tomo... What? Oh, God. I'm not even gonna try. She's a gal girl, the type with a heavy fake tan, bleached blonde hair, and questionable clothes. Ah, okay. I hate her, but I love her post. This morning's update reads, I'm adjusting myself in my chair so much, I'm sorry, but I cannot sit still at all. Just found this Corpse Girl website. Don't go to it! You're gonna die! Such fake bull. Someone's gonna want to kill you. Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on. My God. Tomo just discovered Corpse Girl's website, huh? I feel a slight squeal. Trying to escape from my throat as my legs threaten to buckle underneath me. She's legit getting off to people just living their lives and posting about it. This is a different kind of, kiss. Do you know sadists? Masochists? This is a different kind of kissed. I can't take the excitement anymore. I can't take this anymore either. And I have to force my phone from my hands and bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko? Deep breaths, Noriko, I think. I need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. I can't. I was not expecting this. I close my eyes and let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer and no longer ready to explode, I analyze the information I just read. Tomo wants to try out Corpse Girl's website. That's good. That's very, very good. It's not good! Rumor has it you can visit the website and request the death of somebody you know. Yeah. How and if the victim dies isn't known to the public. Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss that site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse, and then they will get at the doorstep, and then they'll vomit, and then they'll jump off of a balcony. Y'all are really confused if you didn't watch episode 1. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge. Jesus. But the thought of this phenomenon, I think that's how you spell phenomenon, occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately. It shouldn't, at least in certain corners of the internet. Keep it there. Message boards like Noise Channel and other similar sites have picked up on the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's authenticity. Something. The fact that someone like Tomo, I think, a rather dense, dim-witted individual, has discovered the website means that it's actually more well-known than I previously thought. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are good that Tomo will actually want to try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker. Me, perhaps. She hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Forgot that we already hate this bitch. I forgot. Finally, something exciting is gonna happen in our doll workplace.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I would have butchered all of those names if I had to try and pronounce that. As the automated announcement reads through a list of connecting train lines, I get ready to disembark. What? The train pulls to a stop, and I contort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to escape, to exit the train. A train, excuse me. Finally free of the tangled mass of flesh. Don't ever say that again. I hasten my pace and navigate through the Librethen station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm on time, and I never desire to reach the office any earlier than needed. Fair enough. It doesn't take long for the looming office tower to enter my field of vision. 32 stories of office space all crammed into one sleek, slim tower. The name... Oh, help me. Temujin. Help me! Is stamped across the structure in gigantic block letters. If you're looking for this building in it said this before. Shinjuku. Shinjuku? You can't possibly miss it. Alright. Help me. Temujin. I am the most American person ever. I am sorry. Carries the title of Japan's third biggest banking corporation. It's a bank, okay. It's a giant company, oh Jesus, with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka, Sapporo, Fukuoka? Oh god, I butchered all of those. In a dozen smaller cities I don't even remember. I've worked here for close to 3 months now. Not a long time in the grand scheme of things. That said, I'm only a temp, and all I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor with about 60 other junior employees, including gal girl Tomo. Not even gonna try. I don't speak to many of my coworkers. That's the way I like it. Fair enough. We don't like people. We as in me and the rest of people. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. When I reach the building, I enter through the giant double sliding doors and I find myself in the familiar lobby. I hope it's familiar. That would be weird. Comfortable couches line the walls circling a reception desk. 4 large elevators are tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. It's already busy this morning, though to be fair, this place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds of sharply dressed business people, feeling a little out of place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. Oh boy. Ducking into a newly opened elevator, I tap my employee ID card to a backlit panel and press the button for my floor. The doors close and the elevator begins its smooth ascent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one traveling up. Damn. Reminds me of the Stanley Parable. I'm sorry, I had to. I reach my floor and listen to the soothing chime as the doors open, revealing an open layout office before me. The static drone of workspace noise fills my ears. Conversation ringing phones, fingers tapping against keyboards, photocopiers, even the steady low hum of the air conditioning contributes to the overall din. Din? I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor and surrounded by a dozen other identical desks. As I walk, someone taps me on the shoulder gently. Why am I
Good morning,
concerned?
Kurosawa.
Oh. Wait, what? Wait. Okay, did this person just have the same name as the other girl, or is this the Kurosawa that fucked us over before? He's so cute, though. Oh my god. Please be a good guy. Wait, are we the Kurosawa that fucked the other girl over? Emmy? My girl Emmy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Shinya? Fujikawa, my senior, though he's really only a couple months older than me. He's worked here for a whole year after taking an internship straight out of senior high school. He's not an intern anymore, although I'm not quite sure of his job title. Pwah!
How was your commute this morning?
Okay, first of all, we're hot. We have a hot-ass voice, too. He's adorable.
Fine, same as usual.
That's good to hear. Did you read any of your novels?
He's referring to the horror books I like to read. I can tell from his tone that he doesn't exactly approve of the subject matter. Then why is he asking? To start up a conversation? I don't know. I've known... I hope it's pronounced Shinya. Shinya since junior high. We go way back, but I wouldn't exactly call us friends. However, he is the one that landed me this job, even though it's just a temporary contract. I've always had this feeling I've always had the feeling that he's a bit sweet on me. I could be way off the mark.
Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train today. Too hard to read while standing.
It's really not.
Ah, that's a shame. You, still haven't accepted my, friend request, did you know?
Oh, he sounds like he's socially anxiety. He sounds like he's not very good talking to people. Oh, okay, I kind of like him. Please don't be a bad guy, please. Please. Please! I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we were connected on Noise once before and I had to delete him. He's super obsessed with his father's detective work and all he ever posts about is his assumptions and theories on petty crime cases. I would totally be friends with this dude. I love detective shit. Like, yes, please. Normally I'd find anyone on my friend list fascinating, but here's the thing. Shinya never posts about his personal life. All he writes are long-winded rants on boring cases. So you would like to know more about people's personal life? You sound like a stalker. You sound like a stalker. It's far beyond the amount of dullness even I can't stand. Ugh. I fish my phone out of my bag and pretend that I'm looking at Noise.
Oh, how about that? Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests.
I quickly dip my phone back into my bag.
How peculiar. Well, I'll try and nudge again later.
He's so cute. Please! I am praying to the lords that this guy doesn't end up being bad. My hands are really cold. Like, please, 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 please.
Sure, no problem.
It is the problem, apparently.
Anyway, I better get to it. Work hard today, okay?
You got it.
I love this man! Shinya offers a formal bow. Yeah, I'm forgetting words. Oh my god. And goes on his way. Before I can take a step towards my desk, a mocking voice whispers in my ear.
How long are you gonna lead on sweet little Shinya?
Oh! That's what you meant by questionable clothes. Does she have a necklace with her name on it? She does. That's what you meant by questionable clothes. Okay, yeah, okay. I shiver and find Tomo. I hope you say that name. I'm not even going to say her last name, because I don't know how to say it. Looking right behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritating
That
mosquito.
poor boy really has the hots for you. When are you gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho?
Okay, so he likes me. Okay. Well, yeah. I will take it. This girl's she's a little weird. She gets off to people's personal lives. I still can't get over that.
Listen, I'm not leading him on, and I'm no psycho.
You wanna... Debatable. Very, very debatable.
Sounds like something a real psycho type would say, don't you reckon?
You don't look like the type to say reckon. Just saying. Of course, this is none other than Gal Girl Tomo, the very same brain-dead moron who posted this morning about wanting to try Corpse Girl's website. She's the kind of person that likes to stir up trouble and instigate conflict. She's had her vacant eyes on me since the day I first stepped foot in this office. She loves to torment me any chance she gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though I'm not sure what I ever did to her. Even though she's this is gonna start up controversy. I even said it before. Do you say as data or data? Because sometimes they just come out both for me. She's a data entry temp like me. She's worked here just a little longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer to her as my superior in this professional environment. She knows as much and likes to take advantage of the fact as often
funny,
as possible.
You don't look like the type of skank to lead on a goody-goody like Shinya.
What?
I told you, I'm not leading him on.
Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema.
I'm an asexual. Fun fact, again. How about you don't, and if you do that, do it at home! The fuck? Why at the cinema? Okay, she's gay. She's doing this. You got some internalized homophobia, I can tell.
Gross. Do what you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your, looks.
You guys are both pretty. Let me just... Okay, this... Tomo, I think, she's an asshole, but she was just like that other... Her name was Kurosawa, right? That other girl, she was pretty, but very much an asshole. But
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
are both fine.
What would you know? You think he likes your flat chest, little Miss Gothic Lolita?
Why is it all about the boobs? Why is it always about the anime titties? It's not. Oh god, you guys both suck. I know I should shrug off comments such as this, and normally I would, but backing down from Tomo isn't something I can do.
I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart, clever. If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is as full of air as your inflatable breasts.
You're doing God's work, I think. I don't know. Did you seriously get mad at a comment? This girl's pathetic. A flash of crimson lights up Tomo's face, and she looks ready to lash out at me. A group of co-workers junior-like Juniors like us look over to us and are us concerned. I don't know what the fuck I just read. Tomo takes a step back from me, but not before signaling a rude gesture
We
with her
ain't done
fingers.
here, Noriko. Watch your back.
What do you mean rude? Like, did she flip you off?
I'm trembling.
That's like people on TikTok when they say, "Oh no, I'm shaking in my boots." or like, "I shivered me timbers." I'm like, and they'll say it sarcastically. That's so funny. Tomo walks away, and I breathe a sigh of relief. If it wasn't for having to deal with her, I wouldn't dread coming to work every day. Anyway, I wonder what she's planning to test out Corpse Girl's website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? I'm not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Scared! You are a psycho! Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it physically will not be fun. I finally reach my desk and take note of the time. I was supposed to start working 5 minutes ago, so I quickly log into my computer and check out today's task list. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from a spreadsheet into our company's online database. Data. Fucking whatever. When I'm done, I have to run it by a few other people and then commit the changes to the server. The work is dull and repetitive, but my salary isn't bad. On the plus side, I get to wear headphones and listen to music while I work. I would die if I could not listen to music. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, a can of milk coffee, and a handful of breath mints. I lay them all out on my desk neatly. I slip my headphones on, plug them into my phone, and hit play on my work playlist. Loud, symphonic? Metal-loving thrashes my ears as I crack open the can of coffee and take a long
Okay,
sip.
let's get started.
I'm probably the most boringest shit on the planet. Alright, we're home? Okay. That was a big time skip. I return home to my quiet, cramped apartment after work. That's really tiny. The place is eerily silent, a stark contrast to the building's office where I spend my days. To the bustling office. What the hell did I say? Throwing my handbag onto the tiny coffee table, I pick up my laptop and sit on the couch. I lie back and get comfortable, letting the laptop rest on my stomach as it boots up. The welcome screen loads up, so I click a couple of times, open my web browser, and then head to a very specific website saved in my favorites. How many people have you killed? Corpse Girl's website. A cute dancing zombie girl's animated at the top of the page in a particular something that always makes me giggle. You are a psycho! I noticed that the page viewer counter at the bottom of the site is nearly the same as it was yesterday. There have been maybe 4 or 5 new visitors. I heave a sigh. Maybe the website isn't quite that well known after all. That begs the question. How did Tomo discover it? Well, never mind that. My eye scanned the website's content. Request to death. Big, bold letters headline the site. The intention couldn't be clearer. Further information on the site is sparse. Brief instructions tell the user to fill in a victim's phone number and upload a photo. Aside from that, there is not much else to mention. It doesn't even ask for a name. That's quite, weird. I was trying to think of a word. After scanning the site, I move my mouse to the browser's address bar and click. I type a / after the website's address, then add the word admin. I hit the enter key. A login page presents itself with an empty username and password fields waiting to be filled in. My fingers tap dance around the keyboard, and within moments, I'm presented with a brand new page. A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request. Is she the person who does the killing? Oh my god, you are a psycho! A crooked smile cracks my stony expression. Finally, someone has requested a death. Somebody has asked me, Corpse Girl, to kill a victim. She is Corpse Girl! What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? This is where things get exciting. I giggle and feel my cheeks flush red. This is the first request I've had for about a week. I've been logging in every evening, fingers crossed that somebody has elected a new victim for me. Today my wishes come true. I can't help but feel emotional at a time like this. What? My lower lip trembles and I feel tears welling up. I dab the corner of my eyes gently to avoid smudging my makeup. Heh. Oh god. As I hover my mouse cursor over the view request button, a familiar and pleasant tingle sensation urges my chest, my stomach, my thighs. Is she a sadistic? This girl's a fucking sadistic. I shiver with anticipation, my hot and steamy breath. Oh god. You get to fog up the laptop screen. I click the button. Request details. Today, 2:47 p.m. local time. Victim's phone number. Downloading image attachment. I'm anticipating this. The victim's photo automatically loads on my screen. The person in front of me is a total stranger, but that's okay. It doesn't change the task set out before me. A woman, rather plain, in her early 30s. She's well dressed with minimal makeup, and she's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo, better quality than some of the images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looks like a corporate ID. I was about to say, who just stands there with a picture? Like, who does that? I wonder if it was downloaded from a company database or website. See, I say data, I say data, it doesn't matter. Well, the source of the photo doesn't matter. What? So, I'm living in a simulation. The simple fact of the matter is that somebody has made a request for this person to die. Yeah. It falls to me to fill that request, and as Corpse Girl, I take requests very, very seriously. I have the victim's phone number, I have the victim's photo, and I have her phone number. All I need now is to select a way for her to meet her untimely demise. I think that's how you say it. I previously thought about including an extra field on my website, an option for the user to choose the way that they want the victim to die. Okay. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity if the method was decided for me. But after all careful consideration, I decide against it. Some people are sick, twisted. The cause of death would be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Therefore, following the user to define the cause of death just isn't feasible. Instead, I'll stick to my current modus operandi. What the fuck? Everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it's detailed, the victim's features are easily distinguishable. That I can be rather creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers grotesque burns, or she has an iron stake thrust through her skull. However, if the victim's photo is low quality, it doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to the default cause of death. A terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. Yeah! Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her tumbling over a rail, and the end result will be the same. A swift, crushing death from up high? The victim will end up face down on the concrete, completely unrecognizable, save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is necessary. Regardless, it is still a valid way to fulfill the request. God! For now, it's time to get started. Oh shit, wait, we went back in time for last episode. Does that mean we're killing Emmy right now? No, we're not. What the I'm an idiot. We saw her photo. That's not Emmy. God, I can barely contain my excitement. I scrum against the couch, crossing and uncrossing my legs in a vague attempt to dissipate the heat rising through my body. This girl is a psycho. Taking a deep breath, I try to calm my nerves and get to work. The victim will receive a photo of her own corpse, time-stamped with the date of her death. It's Corpse Girl's signature move, my calling card, if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart. Yeah! And that's precisely the reason I take this step, to make the victim panic and act rashly. First things first, I save the victim's photo to my laptop's hard drive. I store it in a folder discreetly named System Files, hidden away in a root directory of my operating system, a password encrypted directory, of course. Next, I open up my favorite See? It's an editing software! I open up my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Looking carefully at the detailed photo, I can see that this will be a work of art. I can really go to town with this request. I minimize the software, open my web browser, and access a particular website. Oh! The database of the deceased. The DD as it is known on the dark web. My secret weapon. The ultimate resource for my work. What the hell? High resolution photograph. Please search using the tag function. Photographs are retrieved from external servers on request. This website does not store image files. Last 24 hours. Nail, choking, something, morgue, accident, car, severed, funny, bathroom, abnormal, God. The DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies, murder victims, crime scenes, suicides. If somebody has to die in one way or another, chances are good that some perverted individual has captured the moment in all its glory. Okay, then. Such valuable images. Valuable images are essential in my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit my victim's details into the picture. Oh my god. My process is simple. I start by locating the perfect corpse photo. I search the database in less than 2 minutes. I discover a disgustingly detailed photo of a woman with their entrails spilling from her stomach. Her face is blue, having suffocated before even having a chance to bleed to death. She's about the same age as my victim. She's of a familiar height and build. Finding a photo that specifically suits my victim's features is easy thanks to the DD's excellent catalog of tags and filters. My stomach feels weird. I simply search for the keywords that match my victim's description and find a corpse that fits. Using this photo at a starting point, I digitally edit my victim's face into the body. Not some quick job that even a child can do. It's a painstakingly crafted work of art that would fool even the keenest eye. An hour passes, then 2, 3. Before I know it, midnight has come and gone, but the work is nearing completion. All that remains is to add the final touches. I like to add specific distinguishable details to the image. A personal item or accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it, I can edit it in. With personal details added, I adjust the lighting and color palette, just slightly, enough to make the photo truly unique. If they show this photo in the game, I'm gonna die. Maybe they will, If the victim decides to reverse image search the photo and discover that it's a forgery, my work would be for naught. Oh my god! You can slightly see it at the bottom. And with that, the masterpiece is complete. Some gruesome, gratuitously gory gift for the soon-to-be departed. Oh my god. The victim will receive this photo of a corpse that is, for all intents and purposes, a perfect replica of her own physical form. She will open the image on her phone, and the life she once lived will crumble to pieces. My lips curl into a satisfied smirk. During my hours of work, my breathing eventually steadied. My excited nerves settled into a zen-like calm. Do not know. But seeing the finished art piece now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. You get off to watching people. Yeah. The macabre? What? How the hell do you say that? Vision before me is exhilarating. Adrenaline and dopamine surge through my body, giving me a sudden head rush of blood. You're fucking weird. To say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. You sure? No, I'm not into that at all. The excitement stems from the thought of taking control of somebody's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. For with the creation of this image, I have taken the victim's life into my own hands, like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. God, Jesus Christ. FNAF! I had to. I hate myself. By forging this convincing creation, I will compel the victim to take her own life. So that's how you do it? You force people to off themselves? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right, my own hands need not become stained. The hands of corpse will never be dirtied with the blood of the victim. This is the true nature of my work. How the fuck are you gonna get her to slice herself open? Carefully crafting corpse photos in such a way to convince the victim that their fate is already sealed, that no matter what they do, they cannot escape the death that awaits them. And the date stamped on the photo is the icing on the cake, the ultimate driving force behind the victim choosing to end their own life. Jesus Christ. A date so near in the future, a time that has not yet occurred, a fiber of uncertainty carefully interwoven into the image that causes the victim to pause and consider the possibilities. Yeah. Is this photo from the future? Is this truly my fate? How can I outrun a future that has already been pre-decided? These are the thoughts that run through a victim's mind. Despair and dread flood the senses. Danganronpa, I'm sorry. That is like one of my biggest interests right now. You have to give me a break with that one. Overwhelming anxiety gives way to calm acceptance. This is my dead body. This is how I die. Why should I fight it? And when the victim's last vestige of resistance gently breaks, like a silk spiderweb become torn by a cold freeze, they finally give in. They invite their end. This is the way it will go down for this woman, this complete and total stranger. I'm confident, certain, convinced. My God. You're crazy. It was a sudden spark of inspiration that guided me to begin fabricating corpse photos about a year ago. I've never quite recalled exactly what it was that spawned the idea. I would very much like to know what made you want to do this. Sometimes I get close to remembering, but the recollection dances at the edge of my mind and slips back into the darkness. Regardless, I ventured down a dark and dangerous path. I built Corpse Girl's website and invited strangers to request the deaths of people they knew. It was a sales tactic, simply a way to encourage users to submit images. I had no intentions or means of ending lives. Little did I know of the true power I wielded. I only intended to create corpse photos and send them to people for fun. I wanted to startle and scare some unsuspected fools. It would be a lie to claim that I didn't get off to it. Oh my God. See? You get off to this kind of stuff. The thought of people shrieking in fear at the sight of their own corpse was more than delicious. I think that's sauteed. I could be wrong. My budding lust. If you are 7 deadly sins, you are lust. That's what you are. It filled a dark hole in the depths of my soul and gave me purpose. Never in a million years did I dream that one of my corpse photos would result in the death of another human being. I'll never forget her name. Ruri? Hatano? Jesus Christ. 20-something, slim, gorgeous, eyes that took my breath away the moment I gazed upon her portrait. What the fuck? She was the first person to make me feel bad about crafting hoax photos, the only person to make me feel bad about it. But I did it anyway. Corpse Girl never rejects a request. It's her, my conviction. I forced a beautiful rendition of her death. Thanks to some rather something source photos obtained via the database of the deceased, I strung Ruri's corpse up in a field like a ghoulish scarecrow. Jesus Christ. The photo was incredible. It was my 5th or 6th work. The 5th or 6th time a user of Corpse Girl's website requested death. Ruri Hatano died just hours after receiving the photo. I don't know why. I don't know if she killed herself or if someone murdered her. But I know one thing. Fuck. God damn it. Go to log because I didn't read it. Her eyes had been gouged out of her skull and her stiff fingers clutched her phone tightly. I can't fucking see it. Whatever. Wait, no, no, the other one. This one. Rory Hatano's body, her real body, was found in the field hanging like a scarecrow surrounded by crows. Okay. According to the news report, her phone displayed a familiar image, the very image I created of her corpse. When I first learned of Rory's death, I was overcome with varying emotions. I felt sick, elated, disgusted, overjoyed, depressed, aroused. God! Had I somehow caused her death? Was Corpse Girl responsible for taking a life? Probably. Even though my hands weren't stained with blood, I still felt responsible. You should. Allured? What the fuck are these words? Truth descended upon me at that moment. What the fuck are these? Corpse Girl had the power to end lives. No shit. And the more I dwelled on the fact, the more obvious it became to me. I began to feel that power pulsing through my veins, thrumming in my blood as my heart pumped and pounded within my chest. I can't explain how the power works, and I don't know why I have it, but somehow the corpse photos I create can compel a victim to end their own life, or compel someone else to end it for them. God. Rory died in the way that I envisioned. Her body matched the fake corpse photo I painstakingly crafted, and I didn't even have to leave the safety and comfort of my apartment to ensure her death. Corpse Girl's power is real, extraordinary, and I vow to exercise that power as frequently as possible. You're a creep. Rory Hatano died last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush, that thrill that comes with snuffing out a soul. It wasn't hard to grow the popularity of Corpse Girl's website after that incident. Particularly dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm, and the site saw an influx of new visitors. And on a few occasions, I even overheard people in the real world whispering about the mysterious website that lets you request a death. I've crafted corpse photos for dozens of requests. Each photo is more convincing and realistic than the last, thanks to my ever-evolving skills. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Not a single person has dropped dead since Rory Hatano. I'm so sorry. I'm beginning to wonder if Corpse Girl's power has fizzled out, or perhaps I never had any power to begin with. Maybe Rory's death was simply a fluke, a morbid coincidence. I spent countless hours doubting myself, doubting Corpse Girl. I've tried so hard to replicate that one success. Why? Every time I receive a request, I do the same thing as I did in Rory Hatano's case. I edit the photo of the victim, I create a convincing corpse photo, and I timestamp it with the time of death. I send the photo to the victim, and then I leave the rest up to fate. This game has me fucked up. But nothing never comes of it. Well, next month will. I'm not so delusional to think that in normal circumstances, a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. Jesus. And even if that photo fell into someone else's hands, it wouldn't inspire them to go out and kill the victim. Of course not. Crazy people, yeah. However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated a power beyond the ken of mortal men. I caused Rory Hatano to die by her own hand or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power once more to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. You better fucking not. Okay, You're crazy! You're cuckoo crazy! You need to be thrown in a mental asylum. Once a new victim perishes, I know it will pave the way to more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, forever wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next text message they receive. Oh, God. Yes, I can see the future I crave so clearly in mind. I'm close to achieving my goal. I know I am. And when my dream comes true, I can finally Finally what? Finally what? Oh god. The incense chirping bird gently kindles the embers of my consciousness. You should be a poet. You shouldn't get any pays, but or like, you know, cells or soul. I'm just gonna stop. My heavy eyelids open to find my body contorted before me. Legs splayed out across the couch in the most uncomfortable position I can imagine. I groan and twist my torso, letting my spine pop and crack until the aches in my body drift away. I cannot stop moving. I apologize. I need to stop falling asleep on the couch. I'm still young, but I can't handle a night away from my comfortable bed. My eyes fall upon my open laptop, laying on its side on the floor. The screen is blank, the battery drained. I briefly panic, hoping against hope that I saved my work before falling asleep. I stumbled to my feet and picked up the laptop, then charged toward the power outlet. I plugged it in and booted up, revitalizing the mechanical beast and feeling a wave of relief as the whirling of internal fans signify the breath of relief. The screen flickers and bathes in my eyes in harsh light. My eyes squint against my will, and I make out the image before me. The mutilated corpse of my last victim. Okay. Perfection in picture form. The timestamp in the lower corner reads May 27th, 11:07 a.m. Tomorrow's date. The photo is ready to be sent out. If I send it now, the victim will receive it immediately, notice the date, and realize that her death is imminent. It's time to set the wheels of demise in motion. Leaving my laptop at the outlet, I quickly dart to the kitchen. Well, to call it a kitchen is misleading. It's simply a tiled area connected to my living space with a small refrigerator, microwave oven, and a single hot plate. A small stack of drawers is nestled next to the fridge, and I pull open the second drawer from the top. Plunging my hand inside is always an odd sensation. My fingers get buried underneath a dozen cheap plastic flip phones. What? I grasp one of the phones between my thumb and forefinger and remove it from the drawer. It's a scratched up pink model from 2010 or so. A relic from a time not all that long ago. But that may as well be forgotten. I flip the screen up and turn the device on, relieved to see this artifact still holds power. To be fair, I charged up all these phones just a few weeks ago. But the fact they still remain charged after being inactive for so long is a testament to their engineering. In any shady line of work, these kinds of phones are referred to as burners, cheap disposable devices that are discarded as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. I acquire them by rather unsavory means, but that's neither here nor there. I use these phones to send out the photos I make. Oh, that's how you do it. You make those weird-ass phone numbers and just send them out. By doing this, I avoid using my personal phone and thus prevent anything from being traced back to me. I would say smart, but you're fucking crazy. When a photo has been sent, I keep the burner phone for 24 hours just in case the victim sends a reply. I know I'd get a good laugh out of that, but of course I don't keep the phone on my person. I store it in an old shed out the back of my apartment building. When 24 hours have passed, I remove the phone SIM card, snap it in half, discard it with the combustible trash. The phone itself gets smashed and trashed in the dumpsters outside a convenience store. This is a lot of talking, and I hope this is entertaining. Like, it's the same photo, text, I'm just talking. I don't have the best commentary right now, but this game gotta get a lot more interesting for there to be good commentary. I also delete the photos off my hard drive and clear my internet history. Obviously, I don't even use my own internet connection at home. I leech off my gullible neighbor's Wi-Fi. He's under the impression I can't afford my own internet connection. Whether or not I convinced him is irrelevant. So he's happy to share his connection with me. Should the police ever try to track my actions, they'll only be led straight to my neighbor. Damn. I've gone to great lengths to ensure my actions are untraceable. This has all been in anticipation of my inevitable success. Looking down at the pink phone in my hand, I clear my mind and focus on the task before me. The photo is transferred easily from my laptop to the burner phone. Once completed, I open the text messaging app and enter the victim's phone number. I'll leave the message field blank, but I attach the photo, of course. The victim will receive an empty text message from an unknown number with only an image attached. This message is just about ready to send, but there's one more flourish I'd like to add. Okay. Oh, it's that thing that you mask your number, right? I open a particular app I previously downloaded to every burner phone. It's simply called Number Mask, and it's one of the most ingenious apps I've ever used. The app asks for the phone number I want to use. I punch in my memorized trademark. That 666-33-666-22-666-44-666. God. Now when I send a text message, the receiver will see these numbers appear on the caller ID. Not only does it mask the burner's real phone number, but it's an extra calling card to help boost my infamy? I smirk, my thumb hovering over the send message button. This is it. This is gonna be my long-awaited victory. The second victim to end up dead. I just know it. This is the stepping stone to my success, the second of many bodies that will pave the way to my glory. I send the message. Oh my god. I arrive at work on time, just as usual. My handbag is heavy with the weight of several cans of coffee, hopefully enough to power me through the day after having such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in the lobby. That scared me. I'm very pathetic. Just before the elevator doors open, my phone starts to ring. I step aside and answer the call.
Hi, Noriko. Good morning. Did I call at a bad time?
I am convinced that this Aoi girl is working with Noriko.
Not at all. I'm just about to go into the office. Oh, should I call back later?
It's no problem. Don't stress.
Okay, sorry.
The nervous, apologetic girl on the other end of the call is Aoi Sato, an old school friend from back in the day. Though we never really had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. She was shy, I was introverted. It was a combination that worked in our favor, even if our conversations were a little on the boring side. To say that we're no longer shy and introverted wouldn't be entirely true. Aoi has gone better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers from a great deal of social anxiety. Same. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. My tolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I do prefer solitude, and visiting places I've never been to before puts me on edge. Same. To call Aoi my best friend would be accurate. She's my closest confidant. I think that's how you say that. Even though she knows nothing about my part-time masquerading as Corpse Girl, no one does, and I plan to keep it that way.
Aoi,
Oh,
what did you want to talk about?
You see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any more advice for me.
Kill the guy.
Jeez. The older guy that always hits on you.
Ew! That's gross. No, nasty. You report him to the police.
What a creep. You're 19, for God's sake. He must be, what, 50?
He's a pedophile. I don't care if you're technically of age. Pedophile. 50. He's old enough to be my grandfather. That's weird to say. Gross.
I think he's 52.
That doesn't make it any better.
Know his actual age. Well, whatever. If he's still bothering you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? Just a regular customer?
That's right.
Then tell your manager. Have him banned from the venue.
I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company.
Girl.
Please, girl. Sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet.
I know.
Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep. Tell him you won't stand for being groped anymore. His behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change, you won't serve him anymore.
He's scary, Noriko.
I don't know if I can confront him like that.
Oh my god.
He's always drunk. Even before he comes into the place. I try not to serve him too much, but... Are you sure you can't quit that stupid job? Working at a maid cafe really doesn't suit you at all.
Oh!
I thought you wanted a government position.
Oh, you're working at a maid cafe. Yeah, there's gonna be some creeps there. Oh my god.
I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but you know I don't have any qualifications. Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He got me this job, remember? Shinya? Maybe. He was always a nice guy, right? He's super nice. Stick in the mud, but a nice one. Noriko, don't be mean. Yeah. You want me to ask? Yes, please. If it's no trouble. It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me. Oh, that really does sound wonderful. Thank you, Noriko. I'd be so lost without you.
Damn.
Don't be silly. You're amazing, Aoi. Leave this to me. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't deserve creep. Yeah, you don't deserve that girl. Okay, never mind. She's not working with Noriko. Thought she was. Never mind. I love her now. Aoi, I love you. I end the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinya about a job actually is a pain in the ass, but I never admit that to Aoi. I want to help the poor girl. I really do. I'd do nearly anything for her. The elevator arrives at the lobby and I step inside as soon as the doors open. Okay. Where's Shinya?
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Right there. He's right there. That's where he is.
Fujikawa, good morning.
Shinya takes me by surprise as I exit the elevator. Has he been
I
waiting
wanted to
for
catch
me
you
here?
before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request. Can you make sure you got it this time?
Oh, yeah, okay.
What am I supposed to do when he puts me on a spot like this? Try not to groan as I get my phone out and open noise. It's impossible to hide my screen from Shinya's piercing gaze.
Well, what do you know? I have a new friend request.
She doesn't sound thrilled at all.
Oh, great. It worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please.
Yeah, sure thing.
If you hear someone talking like this with this tone of voice, they don't like you. I hesitantly accept the request. A little firework animation pops up on the screen with a celebratory message about
Yay.
making me a friend.
Looks like we're officially friends now. So, can I call you Noriko from now on?
Okay. I've never cared much for formalities. I try to adhere to them in the workplace, but honestly, I don't care if people refer to me by my first name or last name, regardless of whether we're they're friends
That's
or not.
fine. You can call me Noriko.
He's so cute. I love him. He's a little... Okay, this dude is definitely head over heels for just saying. But I love him. He's cute. I love him. I love Shinya. Shinya's eyes light up. That seems to have made the boy happy.
Thank you. Oh, you can call me Shinya, of course.
I love him so much.
Shinya. Hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we have been on a first-name basis anyway?
Yes, that's true, but we're in the office now, you know? It wouldn't do if you started working here and called me Shinya right away.
I suppose.
Anyway, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
I love this man. Stop. You are leading him on. That's what you're doing. I can't help but feel he's trying to push his luck as far as it will go. Any suspicion I had about him having a crush on me are now confirmed. She told you! What was her name? Tomo! Tomo told you! I brush a stray lock of hair out of my face and smile as sweetly as I can while I change the subject.
Hey, actually, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any more temp jobs available here right now?
Temp jobs, huh? Are you looking to pick up extra hours?
No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job.
friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see. We pretty much always have data entry roles up for grabs. Unless your friend wants something more interesting? Do they have any particular qualifications?
Not really. Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I'm talking about. Remember Aoi Sato?
Aoi Sato. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct?
That's her, yeah.
Wow. I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko.
Aoi's probably the only one. We're fairly close.
Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then.
I would have been your friend. Trust me, I would have been. I would have been your friend. Okay, I do love him. I love him. Shinya's heartbreaking confession doesn't surprise me too much. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to have many friends at all. Sure, I'm the same, but...
But what am I saying? We're friends now. So I guess I do keep in touch with school friends.
I love him! I need to stop talking.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I'll ask my superior if we can get Sato an interview. Is that okay?
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Shinya.
No problem. Leave it to me.
I love him. He gives me an awkward salute before skipping away. Our little exchange has awfully made him pretty happy. I love him! I love him so much. For some reason, something that Tomo... not gonna do it, said yesterday pops into my head. She mentioned that I'm leading Shinya on, but that's not true, is it? You are! You are! I shake the thought in my head. I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? I don't know. You don't really like him that much, so you're pretending to be friends with him, kind of. That's leading him on! I take a seat at my desk and perform my morning ritual. From my handbag, I retrieve my headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard, and I slip into the usual workday trance. That job must be boring as fuck.
So, I see that you're connected with Shinya on Noise now, huh?
Who cares? Gee, go away! How long have I fucking been recording for? Oh god, I don't even care. My walk to the train station is interrupted by familiar granting voice. Grating.
Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well.
Shut the fuck up.
How did you...
How did you... Oh, of course. Tomo and I are already friends on Noise. She would have seen the notification when I accepted Shinya's request. It's actually kind of strange that Tomo and I are connected through the app. We added each other on the first day of work before I learned how much of an intolerable excuse for a human being she is. We simply never deleted each other, even after all these months. Her posts are entertaining anyway. And since I rarely ever post anything myself, she probably forgot we were connected at all.
Now look, don't get me wrong, you hear? I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm real happy for you both, like.
No, you're fucking not.
But what I can't stand is a skank like yourself getting some while I'm over here all dry like a desert.
Good. You're kind of an ass. Well, you guys are both assholes.
What the hell are you talking about?
It pisses me off that guys just sluts like you, and you barely have to put in any work.
Sluts like her? Yep. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say
Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed.
you are not nice. She's not nice
You
either.
think all of this is just natural?
No.
I put
obviously
so
not.
much effort into how I look, you know? And guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow at me.
Not even an eye, an eyebrow.
You mean bat an eyelid, right?
Whatever, it don't matter. I'm sick of skanks like you getting everything for nothing.
Look, let me be honest with you. I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him. I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. You've got me all wrong.
Like I believe you. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then?
What if she did? Is that a problem? I think she has an issue with gay people.
That's not your business. But you don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya.
So she's gay. Noriko a lesbian confirmed?
Tell you
I'm
what,
joking, for all you
any guy at the
paranormies.
office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be, slut?
Not gonna say anything.
You think no one is good enough for you, but they're good enough for me?
Isn't that a compliment?
You're just like all the other girls. You think I'm worth being pitied? You think I need it? Well, I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank.
What is up with you and the word skank? This is like you. Like, you with skank is like Franziska with fool. You need to... And also Maki with do you want to die? Yours is skank. Jesus Christ. Tomo pushes forward, her bulk forcing me off the sidewalk and into the thicket of trees bordering the path. Ah! I was not expecting that! The burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by white stars and my entire face feels like it's on fire. The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It happens so suddenly that I'm having difficulty processing it. I stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races trying to put together what just happened. Tomo hit me. Why? Why did she hit me? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my mind. My body doesn't feel like my own. Like this isn't actually happening to me, but rather I'm watching it happen to someone else. Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap replays twice in my mind before Tomo's hand even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse of her furious expression, red and strained and overcome.
I hate you. I hate everyone like you. Don't pity me.
The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again?
Stop!
I hate you. I hate you!
I can see that. Tomo has lost it. She's absolutely furious, and I can't figure out what I did wrong. Her third attack is curved fist aimed straight in my stomach. Through sheer luck and complete accident, I stumble backwards, narrowly avoiding the punch and instead landing on my rear. The pavement is rough and hard, and it sure feels a lot better than taking a fist in the gut. Tomo screams and rushes at me, but I scramble to my feet and grab her by the wrists. She flails wildly, her eyes looking like they'll pop out of her skull at any given moment. I don't fucking care. Her breathing is harsh and ragged, and tears of rage have caused a flood of clotting makeup to run down her
Calm
face.
down! Calm down!
Calm the fuck down! She struggles against me, slowly giving in as my tight grip prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to...
I hate you! I hate everything about you!
I'm scared! With a great pull, Tomo frees herself from my grip. She steps away, cursing, and then runs past me. I blink in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading in the direction of the train station. I raise a hand to my tender face and touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before have I been attacked.
What the hell was all that about?
I do not fucking know.
I can't believe she hit me.
I wouldn't believe it either. Oh my god. The pack of frozen vegetables pressed against my face soothes my soul and jaw, but does very little to calm my nerves. I'm still on edge after what happened today. Tomo actually physically attacked me, all because I said something. I'm not sure what that provoked her anger. What do you mean you're not sure? I mean, it was a little over the top. What Tomo did, not what she said, but damn. Maybe that girl is more complicated than I gave her credit for. Seems like she has her own inner demons, just like the rest of us. It looks like it. Is she actually, like, really insecure? She just picks on other people to make her feel better about herself? The classic bully. That's... whatever. I've replayed the event in my head 100 times since returning home. Without confronting Tomo about it, I don't think I'll ever figure out what incited her aggression. But I don't plan on talking to her about it anytime soon. I wouldn't say I'm scared of her, but I don't exactly want to encourage a repeat performance. Yeah. I rest the bag of vegetables on the small coffee table sitting next to me. I think I've done all I can to reduce the painful swelling for now. Sighing and leaning back, I let the soft padding of the couch consume my body as I sink deeper. My eyes glaze over as I bring my phone to my face. My fingers lazily tap and scroll as I look through the carefully curated obituary newsfeed, a list of deaths that have been reported throughout the day. Using a set of handy filters, I narrowed the feed down to including only women's deaths in the age range of 30 to 50. I set the location to cover all of Japan. I immediately exclude any results that mention natural causes of death. I'm looking for specific cases, suicides, whereas more often reported accidents. God. Of course I'm looking to find out whether my last victim has offed herself yet. Jesus. Should this search string return to results, then it's pretty easy to look up recent murders. They're few and far between. Between suicide, accidents, and murders, I've covered all the potential ways my victim could die. 9 out of 10 searches result in a photograph of the deceased, not a photo of their corpse, mind you. This isn't the database of deceased I'm looking through. Rather, it's usually a nice flattered picture of the recently departed, submitted by their kin to go along with their obituary. I use the photos submitted with obituaries to compare and match with the image of my victim. This is the only reliable way I have to discover whether or not my victims have perished. If I knew a victim's name, I can easily look it up in their current fate, but my website doesn't ask for that information. Call it respect for the victim's privacy, but there's a lot more to it than that. But that's a topic to dwell on another day. Tonight's search ends up no solid leads. I'm disappointed, but this result isn't entirely unexpected. After all, I set the date on my latest victim's photograph to tomorrow, so there's still time for her to freak out and end it all. Oh boy, I decided to go to sleep early tonight. I'm not even feeling hungry enough to eat the cheap convenience store meal that's been sitting in my fridge since yesterday. Although, if I go to sleep now, it will feel like tomorrow arrives sooner. Tomorrow. I'll have to see Tomo at work. There's no way I can avoid her since her desk is so close to mine. The idea doesn't sit well with me. On the other hand, my victim might conquer herself, which would definitely make me feel better. Tomo is right. You're a psycho. Could be very well be my next success, and the suspense is just about enough to kill me. Tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow. Oh god. Okay, it's the next day. I'm debating whether or not I want to continue filming. You know what? I'm gonna end this one here. This is gonna be uploaded on the same day, so if anyone's watching this, you get 2 videos in a day. Good for you. And this one may be longer. I have no clue. But I hope that this video was entertaining. That fight scene was... oh boy. It's not very much a fight scene, but you get the idea. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here, and I'm probably gonna record more tomorrow. It's summer break. It's summer vacation. You know, I have all the time in the world to record videos. So, I'm gonna end this one here. Hope you guys have a good day, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe even later if I get bored. But that's all for right now. See you guys later. Goodbye.